And now let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? Louis? Morisset. Is that right? Mr. Morisset, where are you from?
From Montreal, Canada.
Montreal. Well, it's nice to have an American from the far north come and visit these Americans in the middle of the continent. Mr. Morisset, the panel.
How do you do?
Panel, Mr. Morisset, will you join me over here, please? Tell me, have you any idea of how we score this here program?
Yes, I know.
All right. If you know how we keep score, let's let everybody at home and those who've been good enough to come on this cold night to be in the audience in the theater, let them know exactly what your line is. We will tell you that Mr. Morisset is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Mr. Morisset, you have something of an aesthete look about you. Do you have anything to do with the arts?
Yes.
Are they, would it be the art of communication?
Yes.
Are you yourself some kind of a performer?
Yes, Miss Francis.
And do you have anything to do with television in Montreal?
I have.
Are you one of us?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, do you have a panel show in Montreal?
I have a panel show in Montreal.
Of course, we only admit to one panel show. Could it be the Canadian version of What's My Line? Is there a Canadian version of What's My Line?
There is, and that's exactly what I do.
Well, what are you sitting there for? Well, it takes one to know one, I always say.
I bet Arlene saw this show last week.
It goes more than... Actually, Louis is in my job in
He's the chairman.
Chacun son métier. Is that
Yes,
Chacun
that's
son
right.
métier in Montreal, which is What's My Line.
And do you do it in French?
Yes.
Do you?
Will you just flip all the cards?
Well,
Will you just see if
well-
let me see how your muscle is.
Well, that's...
No, I'll have to pay
There we
for
are.
it.
That's the way we do it.
Mr. Morisset, would you say in French the way use one of John's elaborate speeches? Let's hear how it sounds in French.
Ah oui, bah alors ce que vous voulez savoir, c'est si, comme Monsieur Daly, quand on me pose une question, je réponds sans répondre.
Well, you're much easier to understand than Daly.
You can just tell, Louis, can't you, that Bennett's going away on a vacation? He expects me to forget all these shafts, you see, these slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. I'll cave his head in when he gets back here.
He's got a random air about him.
Oh, he has a random air. Yes, he does have a random air about him. Yes, indeed. That ought to shut you up, Bennett, for a long time.
No, I was just thinking of Mr. Morisset's song. You know, they have a song about Montreal. It goes, I'm a dreamer, Montreal.
Yes, we've heard about that.
You need a vacation, Bennett.
We had Hello Broadway. Hello Montreal. It was Goodbye Broadway, Hello Montreal. I was very glad to be here. I think this was very kind of you to invite me here.
Oh, well, listen.
And I wasn't at all surprised that you found this right away because I've seen you so often and I know how good you are at this game.
Oh, I
And
tell
I'm
you, the
expecting to go
French.
to see your play.
Oh, I hope you will.
I will.
Be my guest.
Once more with feeling. I went
Please do, Mr.
again
Morisset.
yesterday. It was
You
wonderful.
did?
Yeah, it's a lot of
That's
fun.
wonderful.
Wonderful.
Mr. Efren, I've seen all your pictures, and I read Miss Kilgallen's column in a local paper because...
And someday you'll read a random book.
All I can say, Louis, I'm afraid you look like a moderator. Nice of you to join us. Good to have you with us. Say goodnight to you. Considering that we went to the State Department, made a new treaty with Canada and a few other things to get him here, I think that was very unkind of the panel. Nevertheless, let's see what we can do with our next challenger. Will you come in and